This video is sponsored by Honey. Attention gamers, as a long-term legend of this league, hard stuck since the dawn of its time, I can say that I have tried it all, playing every role in every lane, following the flavor of the month, selling my soul to online guides to help try and improve, watching way too many minutes of useless information about this game videos, and hard stuck I remain. I even started duoing with a Grandmaster jungler only to defend the odds of boost by still having a 45% win rate in this piss pit of a game, so I did some reflection until I realized that exactly what I was doing wrong, was playing this game right. You see, I've always had the most fun and success on the Rift when I didn't conform to the meta cucks saying I need to have blonde hair, blue eyes and a 7-inch pipe in the pants to climb, so now me and my 2-incher I call Timmy would like to present you with the first iteration of why playing League wrong feels so right, featuring the furry bomb rat. Because this little hexplosive homunculus has fallen out of favor in the current meta and even his bombs are ready to throw the towel in, but there's one thing he'll always be best at, and that's vandalism. Isn't that right, you furry perv?
Oh, yeah.
So here's what I did. Select support or jungle so you don't get married and tied down to a lane, then rock teleport and max your W. For your runes you take literally anything that has the words movement speed in it, as well as this Jenga block tower ticking Terminator, which is a requirement. Rush the Usain Bolt Nikes and a Lich Bane and get ready to take down some towers. At the beginning of the game, instruct your top to pick a losing fight and then come in ready to satchel them back after they burn their flash to take first blood. This surprisingly works the majority of the time, even if you have a dumbass Darius who is kinky for taking tower shots at level 1. Then your job becomes looking for lanes that push their opponent out and sieging their tower. You go mid, get a plate, TP top, get another plate. Bring your friends bot and make those sad shitters watch you knock the whole tower down. Go back top, kill the knight in dying armor, and then you guessed it, get more plates. Your team is off touching each other's nipples elsewhere on the map? Not you, baby, you're mid getting more plates until you have gotten your team all 15 of them when the enemy has none. At 160 team gold per plate and some icing for taking the towers, my math machine says that's a 3k gold advantage you just got for your team by the time most people are just getting their ults. And you know what teams with a 3k gold advantage do? They lose. Because their mid laner went 1 and freaking 13 on APMF mid and their Yuumi just did Yuumi things. But look at this tower damage. And after perfecting the strategy, the only thing you need to worry about is the fact that this is League of Legends and your bot laner, who will have to sleep alone some nights, likely has the mental fortitude of a dead flamingo, and since you know that they know that you know that Riot won't punish such behavior, you just threaten to publicly shame them, to which they expect to roast you for having only 2 subs, both of which are your mom, until you reveal that there's an army of people that will be seeing them being a good spokesperson for douchebags.com. But I have found the real way around this is just to over-communicate your intentions early and voila, free LP. So if you are excited to witness the first episode of why playing League of Legends wrong feels so right and want more videos like this, please kindly slap that sub button and like for more. Alright, game 1, I'm putting the plan in place, and despite our jungler being about as accommodating as a splintering wooden dildo, I am still confident it will work considering they have a windshitter top. But turns out Mr. Waternoose took so long to make his move that the arachnid ass hat got here in time anyway, so I played the role of midget ass snowman goalie, making sure there would be no flashy business. But who am I kidding? Anyone from that fart family of griefing queefing quitters wouldn't retreat to safety, so he stays true to his family tradition and ints in the wrong direction. So I immediately TP bot, hoping this particular league corrupted human hasn't tilted hard enough in my 20-second absence to start running touchdowns into their nexus yet, and then I immediately push out the lane against what was quite the unconventional bot comp, as I can't imagine an alligator ever getting along with a koi fish, but that's besides the point, as I only wanted to break my plate virginity early, which I did. Then I prepare for round 2 of cheesiness with the Black Widow, don't call me racist, and of course counting Dracula couldn't keep it in his pants for 2 seconds while we set the scene, so he says see ya later to the alligator, and then we try to punish that scaly lifeguard for attempting to do the opposite of what that job description entails, and after a little bouncy house flashy chase action, we get him tied up and spanked. And ever since I first saw Talladega Nights, I've been dying to know what a spider monkey was, so when I heard there was one in River I had to go see it myself, and the experience left me a wealthier man. But not wealthy enough, as I just wanted to buy that shiny Lich Bane, wishing there was a way to reduce its price so I could buy it, and this exact situation in real life is what makes Honey such a total lifesaver. Now, not to get too psychic on you, but I'm sensing that you are a living person.
Yeah.
And that you currently have access to internet or Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow!
And that you are either on a phone or a computer right now.
Oh my god!
And you like to save money when you buy things that involve stuff.
The thing should involve stuff, yes!
Okay, now listen to me carefully. You need Honey in your life immediately. Honey is a browser extension that tirelessly scours the web looking for coupons to save you money when you purchase things online. Chrome will be acting the part of the browser in this scene. Say hi, Chrome.
Hi there.
Wow, your voice is weird, but anyways, it's free and helps you save money when shopping on over 30,000 sites, so the next time you're buying your Hello Kitty magenta table lamp, Honey will pop up and all you do is smash that apply coupons button and then wait for it to apply all the coupons it can find on the web related to that site or item. Just last week when I was buying my Rav Daddy vitamins, Honey saved me $6, and yes, my name is Paul. Treat that knowledge with respect.
I'm Paul.
Anyways, go show off how high IQ of a person you are by installing Honey at joinhoney.com/rav and letting it save you all kinds of monies on your future online purchases. Anyways, back to playing this game completely wrong, and it looks like a visit top to see if he who shits wind is hungry for some snow-covered explosives, but it turns out that massive kneecap-busting crab didn't need me to do anything but watch his intestines meat grind the loser, which was music to my ears because all I wanted was some plates, and to that, we got two. Then straight back bot to make sure things are being kept. Taco down here, but I see Lioness the lifeguard looking all sus like he has an unquenchable asshole itch, and sure enough he dashes into the danger zone, so I minefield the moron and then instruct my satchel to ask him where he plans on going. And Count Dracula taps out after this, that freaking GDI, but I'm all about that overstay life, willing to die for the sake of these plates, so I stick around to get two more only to get a little flashy in my escape. But when I am just peacefully calling a cab to take me home while thinking about buildings breaking and mass destruction, I get what us in the Rift industry call dicked over by a douchebag under my tower. But I sure showed the bitch since she had to leave lane. I woke up and TP'd mid with a vengeance to deface the laser defending her land, and you can tell our tryst is like what kind of cocaine was in this kid's Cheerios, but I play for keeps. To which their Katarina of all freaking people has the audacity to say that something I did is busted. So in the theme of that irony, please enjoy this highly appropriate montage of me laughing at this cat calling something else broken. Oh, and because this is League, our fat arachnid hoe left the game and we gave up the 4v5, and I know everyone just wants to see what happens on a regular game, so let's get into the rare occurrence when someone does an AFK. And game 2 gets off to a great start since Grapestain Jarvan started topside, and you don't have to beg a Yasuo to pick a losing fight, so the hormonal male stripper gets baited into a surprise orgy. So I hold my fuse fizzler waiting for a flash, which ends up costing me valuable KP, but this strat isn't just for me. So I just hit that TP, and this teeny weeny wizard is all cocky host Martha Stewart wannabe welcome to lane type of bullshit, so I blast her dumb ass into the wall and say, bitch please. I may travel a lot, but all these hooded minions know to say daddy's home when I enter this lane as I push them out. Then I hit a quick game of ratchet ass ring around the rosy with my big purple bro, and I guess it just sucks to suck if you are a blind pixie titted wizard, so she gets the shaft and goalkeeper Rav once again gets no kill credit. But it's chill because by the time she got back from her walk of shame I had taken her tower's plate virginity. That said, I had to make a trip mid because word on the street some top heavy gargoyle was bullying our mid laner for the third arm he was born with growing out of his back, so me and Commander Cucksuck tell him to stay out of it while we take care of things, and too bad that third arm wasn't a third eye or a third brain cell, because he just walks back in and dies before we can issue punishment. But if you were wondering, this was still a two-plate kind of date, and despite me wanting to go all the way, this tower was like whoa, I am not the kind of tower that gives it all up on the first date like a damn prude. Then backbot because this little fairy fetish shit stain was just begging to catch some bombs, and despite killing a midget wizard being something I'm always down for, my focus was more on making Obama's wife go home so I could throw some shit at her statue, and after a few bouncy boys, I think you can say that mission was accomplished. And since my whole MO was to be the little demolitioning douche canoe that could, I wasn't about to let two man-childs and their big bastard Godzilla crab baby steal my thunder, so I poured up there to murder the envious amphibian, and then just to send them a message I march over to their yard and spit on it a few times right after. And rule number 1 of playing this roaming bomb rat is that when you see an enemy headed out for a shopping spree, you make sure things look a bit different for when they get back to lane. This may piss off a few people and fights may break out, but if Hiroshima ended the Second World War, you can be confident that whipping out your pocket Nagasaki's will end a few petty river brawls, and right after you do, you grab the boys and go straight vandalism Vicky with them around to share in the wealth of defacing public property. Then the thought was to go road tripping up top for the turret taking hat trick, but Mr. McFister was not about to let that happen, so I tell my jungler that countless generations of Jays will remember the fourth as being the hero if he makes his move and we succeed in the historic murder of Manny Mantites here. Legend says the story after that gets a little fuzzy, but the only details you need to know are that a few power-hungry mall cops arrived pissed off that we were shitting all over their property, so we quickly implemented Operation Skedaddle by making like a TikToker's bra and taking off. And in case you were wondering, after everyone calmed down and pissed the fuck off, I went straight back and took my third and final tier 1 tower. But to be honest, I wasn't used to games going this far without at least one piece of toxic shit intentionally feeding or leaving, so I didn't quite know how to act as things seemed very different. Strippers were trying to bitch slap me into oblivion, Yasuos were actually getting kills, the sky was shitting out Spartans, my internet was disconnecting at the worst times. So I just stuck true to myself, which was being the masturbator in the forest, killing walking statues, which allowed us to march down and kill more standard ones. Until my team had such a gold advantage that teamfights turned into an uncoordinated slap fest where we were deemed the superior slappers due to more successful shopping thus far into the game, which unsurprisingly led to a quitter's quorum and me showing once again why playing League wrong feels so right. Check out my new channel Rav Rambles for ridiculous variety commentary. Rav out.
Fuck with Ravy boy, I'm in your crib with the blappy boy, talk to me slick and I'm popping your pappy. If happy talk back then I'm taking your Grammy, and boy oh boy I'll make her happy.